Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ArsenalAura. It's currently halftime at the first game at the Emirates this season, Arsenal against Leeds. It's currently 2-0 for the Arsenal, of course. It was a pretty dull 45 minutes. I think Arsenal had a lot of possession, but they didn't do a lot with it. There were a couple of highlights. Let's start with the goals. Timber got himself a goal and an assist. The first goal came from a corner. I know, set piece, ole ole, who cares? Rice has 2 assists in 2 games from set piece deliveries from corners, which is a really good start for him. He didn't have a good game against Manchester United. I don't know, maybe he was a little bit ill or something was not right with him. He looked better in this game. He had a couple of really well timed recoveries, ball recoveries, and obviously he provided the assist for the Timber goal. That was scored in the 34th minute, or I think so. Again, scored by Timber. So the first 2 goals of the season were scored by our fullbacks, Calafiori and Timber now. And the second goal, Timber became provider with an assist for Saka, who absolutely cracked a shot with his weaker foot, his right foot, past the Leeds goalkeeper. A really nice goal and very well timed one. I think it was in the first minute of extra time from the first half. Saka had a really quiet game, but that's why he's the Starboy. That's why we love him. That's why he's one of the best wingers in the world right now, and he's been in this discussion for the past couple of seasons because he can produce those type of moments, an assist, a goal, not necessarily from nothing, but in a game that it's looking um, that might go in a weird place. It might go towards a draw or maybe a very narrow win. So he can provide something. That's why we absolutely love him and value him and cherish him. Another highlight was an amazing reflex save by Raya. Leeds have had the first corner of the game, and they had a really well a really well placed header and really powerful one. And Raya had a very good reflex to stop that. So amazing reflexes. He's not the tallest, but he's a really great goalkeeper, and he reminds us why he had an absolute amazing campaign last season. He had some shaky moments towards the end, but he keeps reminding us that he's a really, really good goalkeeper. Really happy to have him. What else? Oh, the Odegaard injury. He got himself injured while falling. I think it's a shoulder injury, and the game got stopped a couple of minutes after he had that. After he fell during a challenge, and he got a 1 or 2 minutes of not necessarily treatment, but diagnosis and checkup if everything is okay. And it seemed for a second there that Nwaneri was going to come on. He was preparing, he was changing, but he didn't. And Odegaard continued. And I think this has to stop. It happened a couple of times last season. I don't remember now in which game and to which player, but we had a couple of situations where we had to make a substitution because a player was injured and he was allowed to play on for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then we found out that the injury was bad. So you're not sure if it's bad from the beginning. And the fact that he keeps playing might make it worse. Of course, I understand that the player has a huge responsibility on his shoulders because he gives information on how he feels, if he can continue, if everything is okay, and I understand that perfectly. But it's still up to the manager to decide. It's not like it was you didn't have a substitution for him or a situation that Leeds, I mean, with all due respect, we should be able to play Nwaneri in his place. And after, I think, 10, 12, 15 minutes, something like that, he signaled to the bench that he can continue. So he got replaced by Nwaneri. Obviously, I hope that the kind of the pressure that Odegaard puts, the pressing that he does, relentless. I saw in a couple of minutes that Nwaneri isn't that kind of pushy and consistent with his pressing. Something that I saw Gyökeres do a little bit more in this game than he did against Manchester United. Of course, Mikel Arteta had some comments about the fact that he still needs to adapt to this kind of style and pressing. But I thought he did a little bit more, of course. He had a huge miss. Zubimendi, I think, recovered the ball really high up the pitch near the 16-yard box. And he kind of had a shot on the turn. It was pretty fast, so he didn't have a lot of time to set up the real shot, but he kind of put it wide. I know there's a lot of people gonna probably comment on that, but he still needs a little bit of time. I still think at 2-0, there's a huge chance for him to score in the second half. So I'll go back to that, and I'll come back with another kind of review or highlights at the full time. So see you in a couple of minutes. See you after 45, 50 minutes, guys. Welcome back, guys. It's currently the 91st minute. We still have like 4 minutes left from the game. And what a great second half we had. We had Victor Gyökeres. Oh, the score. The score is 4-0 at this moment in time. Victor Gyökeres got on the score sheet with a really well taken goal. He showed his strength. He cut in from the left-hand side, and he took a great shot with the right. I think Max Dowman just got a penalty. I think so. It's the 92nd minute. Wow, this guy is amazing. This kid, he's going places. He got tripped. That's 100% the penalty. Yeah, the slightest of touches, he's in the box. Yeah, there's no chance. If you check that in VAR, it has to be given. If not, it's just absolutely incredible. Let's see who takes the penalty. But yeah, Victor Gyökeres scored with a really well taken goal, and Timber got himself for the second time on the score sheet. He's our top goal scorer. And what else? Yeah, that's the positives. And negatives is that Saka got himself an injury. He kind of hold his thigh, and it didn't look good. It didn't look good, to be honest. I'm a little bit worried about that. Trossard came on, and I think he had a really good game. Madueke moved to the right, but only for 15 minutes because Mikel Arteta, guys, decided that he wants to bring in the young guy, the young prodigy, the young kid. Victor Gyökeres is going to take the penalty. Yeah, when Dowman entered and replaced Madueke, that the roaring from the stadium was incredible. Congrats to the guys who've been to the stadium. You felt that the kid to feel at home and right as he should be felt. Shouldn't we have given the penalty to Max Dowman? He would have been the youngest player in the history of Premier League to score. Let's see here. Just wait a couple of seconds to see if Victor Gyökeres can score. And yes, he scored his second of the night. It's 5-0. He went in front of the camera and he did his hair. Oh my God. Amazing game, amazing second half. To be honest, incredible that Gyökeres finally got a double. Dowman, it's just incredible. This kid, I can't wait to see him play in the next 5-10 years. Absolutely amazing, and the penalty was incredible. So yeah, guys, I don't think there's anything. Mikel Arteta, with an indifferent applause there. But yeah, hats off to Arteta for bringing in Dowman, Nwaneri, Miles Lewis-Skelly. So we had two 18-year-old and one 15-year-old on the pitch in the second half, which is great. It's the aura of Arsenal, youngsters being on the pitch and playing. At 15 years old, Max Dowman, he made a fool of players of 25, 26, 27. He had a couple of really nice phases of play where he just absolutely incredible. Yeah, and the referee stops at the 96th minute. Arsenal leads 5-0. That's a confidence boost again before the Liverpool game. Fingers crossed for both Odegaard and Saka. We do have Eze that can play in the position that Odegaard plays in. But yeah, an amazing result, guys. Absolutely love it. Enjoy it. Gyökeres with a double, Timber with a double, and Saka with a goal right at the end of the first half. But yeah, a great second half. Really happy for all the guys and for the youngsters. And hopefully we can continue. I think we're well set as players, as substitutes. If nothing comes up, hopefully the Saka one is minor. He didn't look really comfortable with it, but let's hope it's a minor one, and we're gonna take this second half excellent form to the Liverpool game next week. Talk to you in a couple of days, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you enjoyed this kind of on the spot game reviews, highlights, whatever you want to call it, please, guys, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. It really helps me a lot. Thank you so much. Come on, you Gunners. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your weekend.